Closure short-lived for private pharmacies throughout New Providence and Grand Bahama, which today took a stance and shut down their operations, all in hopes of strong-arming the government to listen to their concerns once and for all. The news of the intended closure spreading like wildfire last evening after being posted on social media. A position the Bahamas Pharmaceutical Association was determined to stand by to keep their businesses afloat, staff and customers happy in the face of ever-rising inflation. Ahead of a number of them reopening later today, the association laid bare their concerns to our Altavis Munnings.
If you have to fill a prescription at a private pharmacy like Lowe's on Soldier Road, where a pharmacist is always on duty, you're going to have to change your plans, as private pharmacies in New Providence and Grand Bahama have temporarily closed their doors until further notice. It's a decision made by members of the Bahamas Pharmaceutical Association, and according to its president, Shantia McBride, they're hoping to get the Prime Minister's ear to address their concerns on those new price control regulations.
First would be a VAT holiday, because as we know, removing the VAT would bring the greatest decrease in pricing to the public. So by removing VAT, we would then get a better economic relief in this short period of time. We then asked for us to remain where we're at, which is 15% for 25% for wholesalers and 50% for retailers. During this time, we would now sit with the government and find ways in which, through the categories or through different means, how we could continue this economic relief beyond 3 months.
Pharmacy operators believe that the list of products affected by the government's price control amendment, representing some 60 to 70% of the pharmaceutical industry's revenue, would make it difficult to make money on anything else. They also acknowledge that current markups have been in place for more than 40 years now, and in spite of the increase in overhead, there's been no increase in markups since then. Add to that the fines levied from price control inspections.
And if we are inspected, there's a fine of, I think at max, $5,000 per line. So when you go to $5,000 and then reduce it by thousands per line, that small pharmacy may close today due to that one fine. You know, we may be fined multiple ranges of categories. Even a bigger pharmacy can't sustain that. So it's in our best interest to close today because we were not prepared for this November 1st enforcement.
Pharmacists acknowledge the public's pushback on their temporary closure, but their position is clear. This is in the country's best interest.
It may seem not to be so because we are closed. We did provide information so that you could seek assistance at the public clinics or at the public hospitals. Contact your physician. You may could get another prescription right to take to them. But this is for the best of the nation, for full economic relief, not just 2 months or 3 months.
Pharmaceutical Association members even camped outside the office of the Prime Minister in Cable Beach Tuesday to meet with either the Prime Minister or a member of his cabinet. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.